Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. Cut the music, cut the music, cut the music. What's going on? Hope you guys are all doing well out there. Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, folks and folk ramas. Y'all, yeah, I have to talk about this because this is the reason why I spoke out at a school board meeting. I literally played a video telling people about talking to my children about sex, etc., etc., etc. So first of all, let me say hello to all of you guys that are in here right now. I appreciate you guys coming in and taking your time out the day to listen to me get ready to rant on this subject right here, folks. But I'm gonna try to find a video on my channel so I can share with you guys of what I said about teachers, because the main thing is a lot of people focused on what I was saying in regards to critical race theory, right? But there is another part to this, what I mentioned. Now, let me see. I'm going to pull it up right here. Give me a second.
Making it happen since
I'm going to share this with you guys, right? So give me a second.
Airheads have more fun.
I'm not talking to you, remember? Okay, can you guys, I guess I can look on my other thing right there. I can look across the room and see if you guys can see this video right here. Okay. In this video right here, it's going to be about them. They were discussing about teaching a certain extensive amount of sex when it came to children, right? And in this video, you're going to hear me. It's a woman right there in the corner right here who super hardcore virtue signaling to black people. Like I said, y'all look right in that room. I'm the only black person in there. But she was super hardcore, all for teachers teaching people about sex. And these other male teachers that were there, they were like, what do you call them? They were like, oh my God, what's the word I'm looking for? They were teachers, but they were like band teachers, and they were all in there advocating for people being taught, sex education by teachers, etc., etc. So anyway, this video right here is just going to be me basically. I shut this woman down because I let her know. Remember, I'm not talking to you. So here we go. I'm not talking to you. Remember? See how she sat down? I told you I look. You see, I just shut her down. She was getting ready to say something. Look, I'm not talking to you. Remember? Look at that. Boom. She was one of the main ones. She had a Black Lives Matter mask on her face, whatever like that. She was doing all this virtue signaling, all this time out. When we teachers, why would you want to talk to your parent about what kid wants to talk to their parent about sex? So I'm going to get up here and say something pretty much like, why would, I'm not going to have my kid talking to a stranger. Watch, check this out. I'm not talking to you, remember? This is me going a second time, okay? Because I felt like in this video, when I went viral for speaking against CRT and they started talking about the sex stuff, I felt like I need to get up and say something else because this right here was ending it. But I got up and said something else, so I shut her down. I'm not talking to you, remember? Anyway, so what I want to say is this. One, let everybody here know this. Just because we don't agree does not mean, like right now, I dislike you. I think you look so familiar. When we were on the round table, we had a good discussion right there. There's stuff that she just spoke about, I don't agree with. There's stuff that you spoke about, I don't agree with. Stuff that I'm speaking about that you guys don't agree with. One of the worst things that we can absolutely do is to let evil sit there and divide us and start hating each other over this. You might think grilled chicken is the best thing. I might think the Subway sandwich is the best thing. But when it all comes down to it, the only difference is you think grilled chicken is the best. Fine, that's best for you and yours. I might think Subway sandwich is best. That's great for me. But at the same time, I'm not going to construe away from the truth. You said that you got pulled over because of some systemic thing. You said the reason why the police didn't do whatever because of your color. I've been pulled over about 19 times for going past the speed limit. I have not gotten one speeding ticket. Every last police officer that pulled me over was white. I have not gotten one ticket. I was over 20 miles per hour one time. I was over 15 miles per hour one time. I did not sit there and get no thing. Well, son, when the police pull you over, make sure you get your hands on the. I didn't do none of that. I was polite. Listen, I was being polite when the police officer pulled up. He pulled me over. He said, I pulled you over. I said, I know why, because I was speeding. He said, well, how's your day going? I said, oh, depends on if you're going to give me this ticket or not. So my point is, I understand that we all got differences in here. I understand that none of us going to be able to see eye to eye on it. But at the same time, my number one thing is to get down to the truth of the matter. I, as a black man, last time I checked, I was not suppressed by any white person. I, as a black man, could not be shown a systemic thing because I came from the ghetto, from Chicago down to the ghetto. Didn't have no concept of a lot of this stuff that you guys are even talking about right now. When somebody mentioned to me about systemic racism or something like that, I was so naive. I was like, y'all show it to me. Point it out. Well, it's everywhere. Well, can somebody point me to where it's at? Well, it's everywhere. Everybody can see it. But as a black man, can you please show me so I can go ask a systemic racist, powerful white man
Where's that? Show me the system. And I totally agree with what you said right there. You said we need to have a conversation. Totally agree with that. But my thing is, folks, understand this. This is what this evil system behind this whole thing do not want any of us doing. It does not want us talking to each other, because guess what? If we talk to each other and discover our differences and all that, we can come to common ground and say, okay, we just want to agree this way, but I'm not going to hate you. I'm not going to respect. I'm not going to not like you. I come from an area where there was no hope for me. There was no hope. Statistics told me that I'm not supposed to be here right now. Chicago told me that I got an average lifespan of being 25 years old. I'm 39 years old. I just celebrated being married to my wife for 20 years. I have a 19-year-old son and a 17-year-old son. And as far as saying it's weird for parents to talk to their children about sex, are you kidding me? I talked to both of my sons about 19 years old and 17 years old. That wasn't no weird conversation. Where did that come from? So I'm one of those type of people to where just because they say it, what makes them right? Whoever said, oh, it's so weird, where is that coming from? I don't need a teacher, a stranger that I don't know, teaching my sons about sex. I don't need to do that.
Did y'all catch that? You hear what I just said about the teacher? Look what I just said right here.
Oh, it's so weird. Where is that coming from? I don't need a teacher, a stranger that I don't know, teaching my sons about sex. I don't need to do that.
Now, the whole point of me saying that right there is because I was letting them know I don't need a teacher. I don't need a stranger talking to my child about sex, because I don't know what these teachers' intentions are. I don't know if the teacher's a sick person. I don't know if the teacher got child porn at home. I was laying it out towards them, but everybody wanted to be, well, not everybody, but a lot of people were just, it made them think about it. I don't know what this teacher's intentions are. I don't know if this teacher got some weird thing going on in his head and he's looking at my child in a funny way. You know what I'm saying? So that's what leads me to this right here, to this story. Ohio former chemistry teacher accused of taking upskirt videos of minors at school, public places. County authorities executed a search warrant at Foley's residence on September the 20th, 2022. A former high school chemistry teacher is accused of taking numerous upskirt videos of students at a school and filming females in dressing rooms and other public places. Justin Foley, 47 years old, of Delaware, Ohio, is charged with sexually exploiting minors and distributing, receiving, and possessing child pornography. He was arrested and charged locally in Delaware County in September, but his federal charges will supersede his previous local charges, according to the Department of Justice. Foley appeared in federal court on Wednesday afternoon in Columbus after a federal criminal complaint and warrant was issued for his arrest. Prosecutors said Foley used his cell phone and other digital media devices to secretly film females' genitalia under skirts and shorts. At the time of these alleged offenses, Foley was employed as a chemistry teacher at Columbus Alternative High School. Court documents say that the Delaware Police Department was tipped off in August about numerous images of child pornography uploaded via Google email accounts. Investigators then tracked the IP address of the email accounts to Foley, according to the Department of Justice. Authorities said the email accounts contained numerous videos, which was sexual in nature, which appeared to have been self-produced. The videos appeared to have been recorded at Foley's school, at local department stores, and in dressing rooms, among other places. The victims did not seem to know they were being recorded, prosecutors said. County authorities executed a search warrant at Foley's residence on September 20th, 2022, according to the court documents. Foley admitted to creating videos, some as early as a week prior to the classroom and hallway schools at which he taught. Per the DOJ, sexually exploiting a minor is punishable by 15 to 30 years in prison, while distributing and receiving child pornography is punishable by 5 to 20 years. Absolutely 100% sicko. Absolutely 100% sicko. But here's my thing, ladies and gentlemen. Here's my thing. What makes this man any different than any school board, any legislation that wants to push child pornography in school via the way of books calling it sexual education? What makes this man different? Oh, he took his own pictures. But what makes him what makes what he did differently? Okay, tell me this. Ty, it's not like that. Yes, it is. Listen to me and I will tell you how. Did that man receive the parents' consent to show the children that? No. Did that man, even though he wouldn't be able to anyway, did that man receive the consent of those children to take pictures of their genitalia up the skirt and all that stuff like that? No, they did not. Well, who gave these people the right to want to present this nonsense to our children in school? What makes them different than that man? They're showing graphic pictures. He just took his own. Where did they get their pictures from? What imagination did they draw up to take a picture and show pictures of female genitalia and male genitalia as little kids, teaching them sex, teaching them that if they touch themselves and rub themselves down there, there's nothing wrong with that? And what about teaching third graders? What about teaching third graders what the concept and understanding and comprehension of what sexually consent means. Why would you be teaching a third grader that? So I'm saying, I put all of them in the same boat. This man is a sicko, and anybody in legislation, anybody that's on a school board, anybody that's in government that is agreeing with putting this disgusting stuff in children's book and trying to throw this sexual stuff at them, y'all are all in the same boat. You are all, to me, you are all sick. Now, Ty, hold on. Now, listen to me. I am not talking about people learning about anatomy and physiology. What I'm talking about is trying to tell those kids what those genitalia do. That's what I have a problem with. What third grader needs to know about penile penetration? What third grader needs to know about rectum penetration? What third grader needs to know about oral sex and all that? What third grader needs to know? What kid in school, in elementary, needs to know that anyway? What kid even in high school needs to know that anyway? I know I'm going old school on y'all, but that's my whole point. All these folks right here in my eyes is absolutely sick and disgusting. If you feel that kids need to learn how to penetrate each other in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, I think something is wrong. Something is wrong. Now, again, in that video I just showed you guys, I told you I will be the one that will discuss this thing with my kids. And when I discuss it with them, it's going to be when I know and I feel that they're ready. You don't tell me when my child is ready for anything like that whatsoever. So therefore, I take them out. And that's what we did. We took them out. Nope, my children will not be learning about that. And what you mean, opt out? Even if we're taught, they don't give us the option to opt out. What I would tell my child to make noise when they're teaching that, get yourself in trouble. Get yourself in trouble whenever they're about to teach sex education. And when they send you down to the principal's office, it's okay. Call your daddy. That's what I would do. That's how you opt out of it. For those who keep on making excuses saying, well, the school won't let us opt out of it. Yes, you can. Tell your child to act a fool in class during the time the teacher is talking about that. Tell them to take a pencil and throw it at the back wall. And when they get in trouble and get sent out of the classroom, oh, freaking well. When it all comes down to it, I guarantee you that school is going to compromise with you and say, okay, well, during that time, we're just going to have her sit in this area when the teacher is talking about that. You're not going to force this stuff down my child's throat. You're not going to put this stuff in my child's mind who's not even thinking about this whatsoever. What do you think that's going to do? I told you, I've talked to individuals that are pedophiles, and they told me this stuff started early. They got introduced to this sexual stuff early. And all of a sudden, because they still carried on them sexual urges from a young age when they've been molested or touched on and encountered sexual things, they carried on. Just like some of y'all folks that like 50 Shades of Grey. I had people on my job down in Florida going nuts over that movie. All the women in the nursing thing, they come, oh, we got to go see 50 Shades of Grey. Oh, the book. One person told me like she was just lit up red reading the book. It's so sexual. It's so sexual. So, but then, okay, I'm just sitting there like, wow, these y'all ladies going crazy over 50 Shades of Grey, right? I'm saying this. You guys are going crazy over 50 Shades of Grey. Right, ladies were going crazy. They went to the people on my job. They going to see this movie. They coming back. Woo, Lord gee, tired of that movie. So guess what? I'm like, okay, let me see what all the hype is about. For one, that movie was complete cringe. The first one, I didn't even watch the other ones. It was complete cringe. But to some of you that read that book and you were so in love, and some of y'all that watched the movie, you were so in love with that guy. Did you not hear what he said happened to him? He got introduced to all this sexual stuff when he was a kid because he was being molested by his aunt. Did y'all catch that part? I know y'all read the book, right? Some of y'all that saw the movie. Did you catch that part? The dude was molested sexually from his aunt. She did all this stuff to him. She taught him how to do all the whipping and butt plugs and all that. That is sick. But y'all, but 50 Shades of Grey. Oh man, he was just so that is sick. The dude was taking out the things that should not have been put in that boy as a young man. All of a sudden, because they glossed it all up and made it look all sparkly and shiny and all that, and made it look all good and gave some positive vibe and praise behind it, y'all look at it like, oh man, this movie is, it's 50 Shades of Grey. That man had some issues, folks. So I know I ruined it for a lot of people. I'm like, I went back to work in Florida. I told them, y'all are crazy. That dude got some issues. I get if it's just him by himself. He went through adolescence. That's what turns him on. But he didn't make the choice to do all those things that he wanted to do to that girl in that movie. Those things were bestowed upon him because his aunt planted that sickness in him. And now he carrying on and doing it to another woman or other women. Plain and simple. I know I ruined it for y'all. I know I ruined it for y'all. But anyway, folks, this is what I'm talking about. This man that did this right there, that's what's wrong with a lot of parents, because y'all are so trusting. I don't trust no teacher. I don't care how they, hi, oh, I've been teaching for 30 years. I just love the children. Yep, you on my radar too. And I tell my sons, if that teacher say something, you better you don't tell your mama. You come and tell me. If that kid, one of these kids in your classroom, if they touch you, anything like, do not tell your teacher. You come and you tell them. If one of those kids hit you, or they push you, if they touch you, you tell your teacher, I need to call my dad. If your teacher says, what do you need to call your dad for? You tell her it's an emergency. And if she asks you what the emergency, tell her, my dad said that I don't need to talk to you. I want to talk to him first. If the teacher keep on hounding you, walk out the classroom. That's what I would teach mine. Plain and simple. Because I'm going to go there and wreck shop. Plain and simple. That's it. That's it. So, although there are good teachers out there and there are bad teachers, my point is I trust none of them, because these teachers have my kids for a great amount of time throughout the day, and they're going to have them for almost a full year. And you are not about to indoctrinate my child. You're not about to instill nothing in my child whatsoever. If you do, just like some of my teachers, their teachers have, daddy is showing up. Daddy is showing up. When my son was younger, the teacher wanted to talk to my wife. I said, what do you mean you want to talk to you? She said, well, they said she wanted to talk to me. She wanted to have his parent come up also, because she just assumed that daddy ain't in his life or something. I'm going up there too. I went up there, and I know the teacher was talking about, she was having some type of thing going on. Like she said, in other words, him and his friend, they were always discussing Beyblades or something. They were discussing Beyblades. Did you know that this teacher had a nerve to sit there and say, they just wanted to see if there was something that maybe can be done to kind of keep them calm and not focusing on Beyblade? I said, yeah, I guarantee you won't have a problem no more. And guess what I did? Son, when you're at school, don't even mention the word Beyblade. If your friend say something to you about Beyblade, tell him I can't talk about it. Don't you even say to him, I can't talk about Beyblade. You say to him, I can't talk about it. If you say why, just say my dad. That's it. But I better not hear about no more conversations like that going on. You're not in trouble, but just don't talk about it no more. That's it. And when the teacher talking about, we just need to know if there's something that we need to do to, yeah, it's easy. Watch this. It's over. Bibbity bobbity boo. All of a sudden, after that, oh, well, there has been no comment. And I told her, I said, why didn't you separate them? If they're talking so much, why didn't you move him over to the other side? Well, I just didn't. You didn't want to what? What? So you rather you wasted this time. My wife is like, Tyler, just bless. No, teacher. I'm not mad at you or nothing. I'm just saying you wasted this parent-teacher conference thing for us to come up here just to let me know that my son and his friend, they keep talking, and it's kind of disruptive because they talking about Beyblades, and you could have just sat there and separated them and traded the desk, and that would have been a wrap. Anyway, you won't be having no problems with it no more. That's it. That was all. But no matter what it is, I don't care if the teachers are good. I'm not trusting any of them. Period. So anyway, folks, with that being said, I appreciate you guys all being in here. I appreciate you taking your time out to listen to me rant on this. Make sure y'all hit the like button so this video can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm. I am going to be doing reaction to some songs tonight, so I'm going to start posting them bad boys at 6 o'clock, so they're going to be running probably every 15 minutes, 6:15, 6:30, 6:45. There are some ones out there. Wendy, I think your song is on tonight. I had to do another posting in Patreon because it's only looked like 5 people posted in Patreon, and I know that's not right. So I had to do another reposting for requests in November. For the people that are Patreon and you putting your song request over in Patreon and you're in here right now, go over to Patreon right now. I put a new posting up so y'all can put y'all songs in there. But Wendy, I got all you guys taken care of. And the only person that I haven't gotten taken care of right now at this moment is Mama Don. But everybody that put a request in, there's only about 5 or 6 of y'all. I got all those songs going up there tonight. So stay tuned for that. It will be popping up at 6 o'clock p.m. And don't forget, folks, double check to make sure that you are still subscribed to the channel. I'm going to share a screen with y'all and show y'all something, because I don't care about this. I told you I don't make no money off of YouTube like that, but I'm getting ready to show y'all something real quick. Okay, I'm getting ready to share this screen, and I'm going to show you guys what happened to my channel. Watch this. Y'all remember, if you guys look right now, you will see, that it showed that I had 300,000 subs, right? Check this out. This is why I tell y'all to double check to make sure. And this is why I tell y'all that people are being unsubscribed from my channel. I want y'all to check this out. Watch this. Look at this. Y'all see it? Look at this. Minus 832 subs. Minus 832 subs. So I'm not at 300,000 no more. I'm at 299, 860. And it said I lost 832 subs in the last 28 days. I told y'all, people are being unsubbed from the channel. It's either that or YouTube had a bunch of their, it's that or either YouTube had a ton of their AI people in there. They had a ton of their folks in there that subscribe to the channel just so they can catch me up on something, try to shut the video down or anything like that. But yeah, that's what I told y'all. That's why I keep saying double check to make sure that you are, because some of y'all are being unsubscribed from the channel. Now, am I worried about the numbers? No, folks. I'm not. I'm not one of those people that, oh my God, just help me get to 1 million, folks. Help me. Look, if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. All I care about is getting information out to those who have ears that want to listen to the truth. Plain and simple. I'm not a person that's about numbers. And again, to show proof, let me show y'all some proof here for the ones that think, if you got that many subs, I know. Look, you see, look at the estimated revenue right here. Because I don't care about this stuff. You know, I told you that nobody getting nothing off that. Look, see that? Look at the revenue. Oh my God. Let me see. Where is it at? Oh, I just had it up there a minute ago. I just clicked off. Revenue right there. 561 as of right now. Ooh, a whopping $561. Ooh. Now, back when I was broke, that would have been something. But anyway, folks, again, appreciate you guys all being in here. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. Hit that like button so this video can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm. Reaction videos to music will be going up tonight. If you are in the Midwest area, we're going to have some snow that's coming in. Thanks, Wendy and Kara. No, anyway, appreciate you guys all being here. Let me get ready to get out of here and go to these reaction videos and post them for you guys so you can be entertained by them. I'm doing some songs tonight I've never done before. I mean, all the songs really on here I've never done before, but you'll see. I am Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I hope and pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.